Hi, my name is Rebecca Hartka, and I'm a cellist.
And I'm Alys Terrien-Queen. I'm a pianist.
We are very excited to be making a recording called Light and Shadow. It will include music by Poulenc and Rachmaninov. I'm really looking forward to working with Alys. She has quite a track record. Her previous CD, Sea Tides in Time, which she made with Maria Ferrante, was reviewed by the Boston Globe. She's a fantastic collaborator.
I can second the motion and return it to you. Rebecca moved to the Pioneer Valley only a couple of years ago. Last year she played a total of 45 concerts. Her CD, Folkfire, was reviewed by Strad Magazine, American Record Guide, and Strings. At first glance, Poulenc and Rachmaninoff's sonatas are very different. Rachmaninoff is a romantic with long, spun-out melodies and filigree, and Poulenc, while also a melodist, is mercurial with striking rhythms. Rachmaninoff has a wonderful sense of rubato, of flexible timing, whereas Poulenc is much more rigorous in his tempo. But both share a fascination with light and shadow. Poulenc wrote his cello sonata in 1948, and it still shows the effects, the devastating effects of World War II, when he was aware certainly of the bombing of Europe, and somewhat ashamed, as he showed in his songs written during the period, of the rapid capitulation of his country. Rachmaninoff, however, his shadows were personal. He was recovering from a deep depression where he had been treated by a doctor who, in addition to long conversations, used what was then known as mesmerism and became hypnotism, and was very effective. And coming out of it, Rachmaninoff wrote his famous Second Piano Concerto, and shortly after that, the Cello and Piano Sonata. Eventually, of course, Rachmaninoff was forced to deal with political shadows as well, and had to flee the country in 1917 following the Russian Revolution. When you listen to the Rachmaninoff, hear the transformation from the murky, confused beginnings to eventually triumph.
The first time I heard the Poulenc sonata was on an airplane after a really painful family tragedy. I was flipping through my iPod trying to find some music to comfort me, and these beautiful piano chords resonated in such a deep place that I finally let go and felt everything would be okay. I think ultimately both of these works, and music in general, tells a story of resilience in the face of adversity. Through this beautiful self-reflection, we can find compassion for all that is our human experience.
One of the things I really enjoy about working with you is that feeling after our first concert together of what it's like to sit on a beach back to back with somebody and you're both supporting each other, and that really felt in terms of ensemble. And that was amazing in the Rachmaninoff, because the Rachmaninoff is going to be completely different every time.
Yeah, I've worked with a lot of pianists, and I think what's really special and unique about our collaboration, and what I really enjoy, is I feel that I can really be free to do what impulse or spontaneous inspiration hits me in the moment, and you'll be right there with me because you're listening, and you're very flexible in your playing, and that's really fun.
I love that about your playing.
Yeah.
Just love it. I think we both love both pieces so much that that's going to really come out in the music. And I also think that what's unique about this CD is pitting both pieces together. I don't know of any other recording that does that.
There, again, talk about contrasts. They're very, very different pieces, and somehow I think listening to one after the other is a special effect.
I'm not sure everyone knows the kinds of costs that go into producing a recording like this.
With classical music especially, you're dealing with a fully acoustic art form. Therefore, a high-quality recording space is necessary, as well as an excellent piano. And along with that comes a piano technician, a recording engineer, a producer, mechanical rights, and I could go on. The expense adds up very quickly. But we'd really love to add our interpretation of these masterworks to your library. We feel that every musician has a different and unique take, and it helps us understand these beautiful works better.
Thank you for your support.
Please spread the word.